Hello everyone, welcome back to our discussion. Here in this class, I'm going to talk about money flow index. I believe you can see here, there's something called MFI being written here. It's a kind which give you value between 0 to 100. Whenever you insert this oscillator over any stock technical analysis chart, you will get a value between 0 to 100. Now the question comes, what this value signifies. Imagine right now if I'm putting on HDFC Bank for 15-minute chart, I'm getting a value called 36.18. What that this mean? So basically, you need to understand that whenever you are analyzing any stock through technical analysis, and if you're getting an MFI value, okay, anything between 0 to 20, anything, if you're getting a value between 0 to 20, that means this signifying an oversold region. Oversold region means that the stock has been sold a lot. Now it's the time that you should buy the stock. So same for the HDFC Bank, this value what you're getting somewhere around 36, and that too is also depreciating only. So you can definitely think about a good stock which you can definitely buy. And everyone knows, right? When it comes to the market capitalization, HDFC Bank holds number one position in all over the stocks which are trading over the NSE and BSE. So you cannot be bearish on stocks like HDFC Bank. Maybe in short run, because of certain reasons, because of not very appropriate quarterly results, people are right now bearish, maybe on short run, but not on the long run. Okay. So I believe you know about Nifty 50 and all. In case if you have any doubt, you can put it in the comment option. If you have any question, I'll definitely help you on that part. And if you want to know why HDFC Bank is the company which is having the highest market value, although you have stocks like MRF and all, which is trading over 1,50,000, and also if you compare that with HDFC Bank, why HDFC Bank is the number one in the term of market valuation. If you have any doubt like that, you can ask me in the comment option. I'll try to help you. Okay. Now coming back to the money flow index, when you will see money flow index having a value between 0 to 20, that signifies a oversold region, means it's time that you should buy the stock. It's time that you should buy the stock. Okay. At the same time, if you're seeing a value, any MFI value higher than 80, okay, that means the stock has reached overbought region. The stock has reached overbought region. That means that you should have to sell the stock. In case if you have bought the stock already, then it's a time to sell the stock. It's the time that you should sell the stock. Okay. So, guys, you need to understand that when we talk about money flow index, basically it gives you a value between 0 to 100. It gives you value between 0 to 100. And anything, if you get a value less than 20, then definitely you should go and buy the stock. And if you're getting a value more than 80, it's better that you should put that stock out from your portfolio because it's already being bought a lot, so definitely there's chance that it might fall anytime soon. So I hope you understood this part. Now the question comes how we can calculate MFI. So in case if you are following my videos over technical analysis chart so far, I have spoken already about RSI. So RSI again, when you're putting RSI again, if you click here, relative strength index, or if I simply write here RSI, I'll get the this chart, this oscillator, where if you see this is also showing you some value. Okay, this is also showing you some value. So how RSI is different from MFI? That question might comes in your mind. So I want to discuss this part also because you guys should know the difference of one oscillator from another oscillator. Then only you can judge that which oscillator should I put in what scenario and others things. So when it comes to RSI, guys, when it comes to RSI, in order to work on RSI, we only consider what we consider. We only consider the closing price of the stock. We only consider the closing price of the stock. So when I talk about RSI, in RSI, we only consider the closing price of the stock. So by only considering the closing price of the stock, we calculate the RSI value. Okay, so already I have made a video on RSI. in case if you have not watched that, please go and watch that video. There I've given the mathematical reason of how we get the RSI value. In this class, I'm going to talk about MFI. So in MFI, when it comes to money flow index, what we basically do, money flow index, what we basically do, we consider not only closing price, we consider the highest price of the stock, we consider what was the highest price of the stock, okay, we consider the lowest price of the stock, we consider the lowest price of the stock, okay, and also we consider the closing price of the stock, at what price the stock has closed in the market. So we consider the highest price of the stock, we consider the lowest price of the stock, we consider the closing price of the stock, and we also consider the volume. Okay, the volume. Okay, volume signifies a lot of parameter. So when you analyze a stock for investment purpose, simply don't only look at the price. Along with the price, look for the volume also. So when we take the average of this, if we take the average of these three, if you do the average of these three, okay, the highest, lowest, and closing, you'll get something called typical price. Okay. So when we work on MFI, money flow index, we take the average of highest, lowest, and closing, we'll get the typical price. Okay, this typical price, when we multiply with the volume, we'll get something called raw money, will get something called raw money flow, and this raw money flow is nothing but this is your typical price. This is basically your typical price into volume. This is your typical price into volume. This will give you raw money flow. Okay, this raw money flow will divide into two parts. It can be positive, it can be positive raw money flow, it can be positive raw money flow, or it can be negative raw money flow. The money flow, what you're getting, it can be positive raw money flow, it can be negative raw money flow. Okay, this can be positive raw money flow or negative raw money flow. What is positive raw money flow? If today typical price, if that is more than the yesterday typical price, if today typical price is more than yesterday typical price, then this would be a positive raw money flow. While if the today typical price is less than the yesterday typical price, then that would be a negative raw money flow. Okay, so what we basically do, if you are understanding, typical price is nothing but it is a weightage average of the price, and when it is multiplied with the volume, so basically when it comes to MFI, it's a volume weightage relative standard index methodology, which basically work on considering highest, lowest, closing, and volume altogether. And whatever the product value we get by taking the weightage average of highest, lowest, and closing, that we multiply with volume to get something called raw money flow. That raw money flow we put under two parts. Either it can be positive raw money flow, it can be negative raw money flow. And then we take the average of positive raw money flow and we take the average of negative raw money flow. Okay, so here if you notice, MFI is written 14. 14 means you will take the 14-day average. So we'll take the average of 14-day time period of positive raw money flow and negative raw money flow. And then the average value when divided, we'll get something called money flow ratio. Okay, this, so the positive and negative, the the average value, whatever we get, we take the ratio of that. The same thing what we have done in RSI. So what you do, you will find something called money flow ratio. Anything, you can use any word for that. That money flow ratio will find. So money flow ratio is nothing but it is an average. It is an it is an let me just do control Z. So it is a ratio of average positive raw money flow, average positive raw money flow divided by the average of negative raw money flow. Okay. So money flow. Suppose this I'm calling this as a ratio. Okay, this I'm calling as a ratio or R whatever or X something you say. Then we'll find MFI, money flow index, by following the formula 100 minus 100 divide by 1 plus your money flow ratio. This will give you the MFI value, and then this will give you value between 0 to 100. So for any stock, if you're getting a value lesser than 20, that means that you should buy the stock, and if you're getting a value more than 80, you should sell the stock. Okay, now the same thing I've done on Excel also. In case if you guys are really interested to work on Excel, it's all up to you. So what I have done, I have taken a stock called HDFC Bank. Okay, and I just taken the highest, lowest, and closing of this. I'm recording this video on 24th February 2024. So last 1 year of the data I have taken here. Okay, last 1 year data I have taken here. So 1 minute, few cells are hidden here. Let me just unhide that. Yeah. So what I've done, I have taken the data from 24th February 2023 to what controls it. So if I do, I have taken this data till 23rd February 2024. Okay, I got the I just deleted all of the data except from highest, lowest, closing, and volume. So by taking the average of highest, lowest, closing, I got the typical price. You just press function F2, you will get the average value. This will give you the typical price. If you take the average of highest, lowest, and closing, this will give you the typical price, right? And this typical price, when you multiply with volume, okay, if this typical price, when you multiply it with the volume, you got what? You got the raw money. I hope you understood this. Now, this raw money flow would be either positive or either negative. What I told you, it would be positive if the today typical price is more than the yesterday typical price. That only I have calculated here, up or down. -1 means your today typical price is lesser than the yesterday typical price. I hope you got this. I wrote this -1? I use the logical function called if. So here I use the logical function called if. So if F3 means today typical price, if that is more than yesterday typical price, okay, then give me one. Otherwise, otherwise what? Otherwise, if the yesterday typical price was more than today typical price, then give me -1. Or if nothing is happening, neither more, neither less, if they are same value, then give me 0. The same thing I wrote here. So here I use this up and down formula. So whenever it's +1, it means that the typical price is increased. Okay, -1 means typical price is decreased. 0 means no change. I hope you understood this. Okay, if you want me to share this Excel workbook with you of MFI calculation, just ping me in the comment option. I'll try to upload this Excel file for those people who are interested. Okay, then what I did, again, I use the if formula here, that if this value is more than zero means what? Positive raw money flow, right? More than zero means your today typical price is more than yesterday typical price. Okay, then give me that raw money flow. Otherwise, give me 0. Okay, the same thing I used here. Uh, Negative raw money flow, that if this value less than 0, then give me this value. Otherwise, give me 0. Then what I did, I took an 14-day average of this. I got the 14-day average of positive raw money flow. Got the 14-day average of negative raw money flow. How will you get the average? Either by using sum divided by 14 or by using average function. Once you get this average value, okay, then you divide average positive raw money flow with average negative raw money flow, you'll get the money flow ratio. Okay, and then you use the formula. Then you use the formula called 100 minus 100 divided by 1 plus your ratio. That will give you the money flow index value. It will give you value between 0 to 100. Okay, if you want, you can use conditional formatting to highlight those values which are greater than 80, or those values which are less than 20. So let me show you if you want. Let me just hold for a moment. So I selected the cell here. Then what I did, I can go to insert. Okay, for condition, go to home, conditional formatting, highlight cells rule greater than 80. All the values are greater than 80, show with red color. Similarly, you can put highlight cells to cells which are less than 20, show with green color. If you want, you can even use the count function and on. You can even use count function that will show you. If you use count function, that will show you how many are more than 80 or less than 20. I can route right here, count if range, select this range, select this range, and then you can write, put comma. This is the range criteria. Under double quote, write more than 80, more than 80, more than 80, double quote, close the bracket. This will give you, on what days you got the possibility of overbought. Okay, so 13 days, there were 13 days when actually you had to sell these stocks. Okay, same wise, if you just put less than 20, if you put less than 20, you will get, you got only 1 day possibility when you actually had to sell the stock. Okay, I believe this is the data of Infosys. Sorry, I told HDFC Bank. Yeah, this is the data of Infosys. So this is the way how you should do. And then if you have doubt like how will you get this historical data, what you can do, you can either go to Yahoo Finance. You can Google and go to Yahoo Finance, and there you search for Infosys. There you search for Infosys, you'll get the historical data, or you can go to NSE website, and there from there also you get the historical data. Here, if you write Infosys, here if you write Infosys, NSE Infosys, Infosys came. So Infosys, here if you write over NSE, don't NYQ means New York Stock Exchange. Don't go for New York Stock Exchange, otherwise you'll get the dollar value of, because Infosys even trade or on NASDAQ or NYSE. Here you got the Infosys, and here if you click on historical data and download the CSV file, you can download the CSV file. Like that you will get the Infosys data. Or if you go to, you can even here just download this file, you'll get the data. Or you go to nseindia.com, in search stock, you just write Infi or Infosys, whatever Infi or Infosys you can do. And here, click here, and then go to historical data here. Here you get the historical data, and here you click that you want 1 year data, and then download this file. This will be in the CSV file. I hope you understood what I have done in this class. So basically, the objective of this class was to discuss a very important technical analysis tool called Money Flow Index, and I hope you understood this calculation. If you are not very someone who like calculation and all this, then you don't have to worry on what I have said. You just need to, if you apply this on your any technical analysis tool you are using, if you just apply, you'll get the value. For the timing, you should understand that how MFI is different from RSI. But MFI even use the highest price, closing price, lowest price, and volume to get the value. Okay, so in any day calculation, your MFI is better than us. I hope you understood this. So I don't want to allocate too much on this video. So if you have any doubt, you can use comment option and ask how many questions you have. Otherwise, it's time to wind up this session. If you like this video, please click on the like button. And if you have not subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.